Well, guess where we are at? If you guessed sitting in the Traco, you would be correct, because we are sitting in the Traco. But it is officially move out day here. We're moving the equipment out of here because other than land leveling and planting, we're done. We are still going to plant this farm. I know it's getting late in the season and you're probably like, is it even worth planting? Yes, it is, and that's why we're going to plant it. We'll just come in with a late, like, double crop type variety bean, real late season, and plant it with that, and then we will still have a crop on this ground that we just took the trees out. So it'll all work out in the end. But as of right now, as you can see, pretty daggone wet. Pretty daggone wet here still. So it is not going to get land leveled or planted today. I'm not sure when that date will come, but I will bring you guys back in when we get it land leveled and planted and show you how it's doing. One thing you want to make sure right there is this handle goes all the way in. That is locked in now. That means that pin is down, the trailer is hooked. How's it going? Pretty good. Yeah, get it cleaned up, I guess. Yeah, get them burnt. You too. All right, so we are gonna try something here. I'm not the hugest fan of going, but I really don't have another option right now. We are gonna side unload this thing. I'm not the hugest fan of doing it because it can be hard on your trailers and you can rip boards up. I haven't side unloaded in a while, so this might look kind of interesting. First order of business, don't hit the power lines, number one. And get this, on the ground. All right, which way is what here? That's simple. All right, this way, yes. Get my stick out there, lift up. About right there. Lift up. We're not gonna hit the power lines because we are a super talented operator. Make sure we have nothing coming the other direction. And we're going the wrong way. A little crooked, but that worked. Got it done. Didn't tear the road up, didn't tear the trailer up, so didn't roll the traco. So that's a good unload, my standards. Driveway is not wide enough for me to back in, especially with that telephone pole there. If that telephone pole wasn't there, I could hit it at an angle right here and just go straight back that way. But the width of the road combined with the width of the driveway with the telephone pole there, not able to do it. So I guess we will unload this on the road. It's not my favorite thing to do, unloading them on the road, but we don't really have another option. So hardly even a scratch. We'll kick this dirt off the road when we get hooked back up. Yeah, we hardly even left marks, so that worked out pretty good. All right, so we're back out here. It is after lunchtime now. We got some lunch, then we came back out here where we dropped the equipment off, and I'll get you guys caught up to speed on what we got going on out here. So this is what it looks like. Let me spin around here. And yeah, I'm right there with you. It does look like a giant mess. You're not wrong. It's a giant mess. But basically what this field was like a old hay field slash pasture ground, which we've never baled any, or we don't bale any hay. And we've never baled hay on this field. But the farmer before us, he did bale some hay on it. So yeah, it was an old pasture field. It had fence around it. and bunch of trees grown up in it. We always come up here and bush hogged it, you know, just to maintain it, keep new little saplings from growing up, stuff like that. No big deal. Well, a lot of these big trees in here were dead and falling over. Branches were falling off of them all the time, stuff like that. So anytime we wanted to send the mowers up here to bush hog, we had to send the skid loaders up here a couple days in advance to push dead trees up and dead sticks up and get all the stuff out of the way, so we're not hitting big old giant logs with our bush hogs and tearing gearboxes up and bending blades and junking our bush hogs out. So when we finally decided that it wasn't worth our time to try to mow all the time and we were going to take the trees out, we moved in here last winter with the track hoe and loader, dropped the trees. We decided we were going to come in and cut some of the stumps off because the fires burn a whole lot better when you get the stumps out of the way. You can pack them in tighter, burn way more of it up. So that's what we decided we were going to do. We come in with some chainsaws, cut a bunch of the stumps off, and let me tell you, there's some massive trees that we dropped in here. A couple of the trees that were over right in here, like I'm talking a 32-inch bar. My dad had a 32-inch bar on his 661, and he cut down one side of it, and it didn't go all the way through the tree. He had to cut on both sides of it. So there is some big stuff in here. But last winter we were not able to get everything all burned up. We ended up it got wet and cold on us, and we couldn't run because we were worried about our tracks freezing up and stuff like that. And if you remember, my bucket was like, the teeth that were on it were like shot. So I had to weld on some new adapters on it. So that took up some time. So we did not get this project finished last winter. So that is why we are here right now working on it. But hopefully now you're caught up to speed and you understand what's going on. And it makes a little bit more sense why we're doing what we're doing. So I am still going around loading these stumps, grabbing the stumps, throwing them on the buggies, and they're still hoeing them off. Papple's got a fire here and a fire here going really good. Like, they are absolutely melting some stuff down. Those are going good. It's kind of new to me. Not like every job I've ever done taking out trees has been like taking out a fence row. So like all your trees, all your stumps, everything is like right there in a line all the way across the field, whatever. Well, this being like a pasture field, there's just like, there's a stump here, and then there's a couple over there, and then there's like a huge one right here, and then a couple over there, and a couple over there, and then you go over there and there's some, and it's just like all spread out, and the grass is tall, so it's taking me a while to like drive around and make sure I'm not like missing a giant stump in the middle of the grass that we're gonna run our 9380 into when we get to cleaning up these piles and total it. So, not saying I'm positive I'm getting every single one, but I'm trying my best. All right, so we went ahead and parked for the night. I was back over by that fire, right there, piling up a bunch of stumps to load my stump buggy, man. And I tore into one of them stumps and I had a freaking bee's nest in it. Thought I was gonna die because the traco is not sealed up very tight, but I didn't die. Oh, what are you still doing here? It's time to go home.